Hello, for this video I'm going to show you how to make a self-supporting snare. Most snares they need 3 sticks and a sapling to bend over, but the one I'm going to make only uses 4 stick, 1 straight one for the crossbar, and you don't need a sapling stick over. So what you need is 1 Y stick, which is just a fork stick like this. It has to be straight as you look across it, or else it won't work, because then the string will get tangled up. One that's straight to stick across it, and you're going to need some cord to tie it on. You can just use the strands from inside paracord. I'm just going to use thread because it's the right size for this demonstration. And you also need elastic. I'm going to use a rubber band, but for larger scale ones like for rabbit or other stuff, you should use like bungee cords or inner tube from a bike, an old bike tire, preferably from your own. So first, you take a knife or a file, but it take a long time. Then you have to mark off where you're gonna stick the crossbar. It has to be well over where how tall the animal is, so it doesn't get deterred and not go under there. So I'm going to mark it off and make some notches. Right, so I'm going to make a notch right about here. So you cut down straight first, making an angle towards the top. Make it go down well. Then you make another cut at a slant towards it so that the straight part will be at the top of it. And you have to be careful with a knife because you can get very hurt. So kids, don't try this at home, or get someone else to do it for you that is expendable. So now I have it like this. It has to be this shape. Then smooth it out and make sure that it's very straight here, not slanted. Then just smooth out the bark and other pieces. Okay, so I'm going to do it with same thing with the other side and come back. Okay, so I made the notches. Then next you have to get the crossbar to stick there. So you have to straighten out one side so it's nice and square, so that you can make a corner for it to get stuck in the notch. Okay, so I cut off the notches and I squared off the sides. You have to make sure that they're sort of a corner like this, so that it'll get stuck in the notch. Won't come out that easy unless something knocks it loose. So next you have to make the loop that'll hang down in here. So then to make the loop, you just take, I'm going to demonstrate with paracord because it's easier to see. Then you just make an overhand knot near the end for a stopper. Then you make another overhand knot, but you don't tighten it up. Then you put it back through so that it's like this. Then you can tighten it up without pulling the end out, so that you have a loop. Then put the other end through to make the slip knot that'll be the loop. So I'm just going to use thread for this because it's the right size and will be in the right proportions. Okay, so I made the loop. Next you have to attach it to the middle of the crossbar. You have to stick it in between the notches. Leave about a few inches, so it'll be, for mice and rats, it'd be like right next to the ground, but for rabbits, you have to stick it a few inches off the ground so that their head will go through it. Okay, so after you tie it onto the stick, don't cut off this extra part. So that's what you're gonna attach the elastic to. I'm just gonna use a rubber band, but you should use something bigger like a bungee cord. So you have to Well, you can't just super glue it on, but I'm going to tie it. Okay, so, well, my rubber band broke, so I just cut off a small strip of inner tube. This is too small for rabbit or anything, but after you tie it on, you can cut off this, which is what you're going to use to attach the other end of the elastic to the fork stick. Okay, so you're probably going to have to cut a notch in the top where you're going to tie the other end of the elastic to, so you can just make a small notch on both sides so that the string will stay. It's not hard. Okay, so like that. 2 notches for the string to hold onto. So you also have to sharpen the ends that you're going to stick in the ground so that they'll go in easier. So you can just stick it like this. It's not hard to get them into a point. Doesn't have to be that skinny, just like that. And you have to have something that's a lot thicker than this because when you pound it into the ground, it has to be thick enough to stay really well. This is just for demonstration purposes or for really small animals. You should have it at least ½ an inch thick. Okay, so I tied the elastic onto the top. Now I'm gonna stick the crossbar into the notches like that. And you have to spread the loop at the right height for the animal. Okay, so this is what it should look like in the end. I want to measure it out better than that. So what happens is when little animal comes, la 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 la, sticks its head through, then, oh no, I'm stuck, then it'll struggle, then it'll get this stuck, and, well, the elastic should have more tension and be longer than this, but it'll get yanked up and get stuck there, and you have your mouse or whatever. Just check your hunting and trapping regulations in your area, what's legal, what's not, when. So, thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment what other videos I should do. Thanks for watching.